Hello, folks. What's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Time is 2 a.m., 10 past 2, and I am actually trying to do one video for you. This is going to be just a list of 13 fragrances, I guess. Yeah. And these are on the affordable side. Nowadays, I think these are more needed. These kind of videos are more needed because the new fragrances, the way the pricing are, it's really discouraging, to see and disheartening actually to see that fragrances are becoming so expensive, so we must have some alternatives, right? So yeah, I think I do have a decent collection, so sometimes I like to shuffle them, and I am actually presenting you about 13 fragrances which are affordable, some from new, some from old collection. And I think these fragrances are different from each other, not exactly same. And some of them are freshy, some of them are heavy, some of them spicy, sweet, uh, you know different types. So let's see what you get one by one, and I will mention on each fragrance how much I paid for them as far as my memory serves, because from time to time I forget. So first fragrance I'm going to show you is one of the most affordable ones. This is called Pendora scents Amorist. Okay, this fragrance I bought a partial from one of my brothers. Check out my review on this one, Pendora Amorist. I actually write down the names as usual in the description box. And this fragrance is one of the few rare dupes of Aqua Amara by Bulgari. And Aqua Amara, I do have it, I love it. It's discontinued, super hard to find, and obviously when it's super hard to find, it means it's super expensive as well. Amara is being sold for around 150 $170 mark per 100 mil. So it's a good fragrance. I will not lie to you, I will not say that's a bad fragrance or this is superior. But if you want to get a taste of Amara but you cannot afford Amara, this is your one of the options I found. I don't know of that many options, because I know many people did mention there are other alternatives, but I don't have them. So I think this fragrance is just very good for the price. Just check out my review. It has that nice orangey smell, and also has that fresh, aquatic feel. It's like orange peel, just it captures a lot of elements of Aquamara, but it's missing that dirty earthiness which Amara had. And the thing is, the performance of Amara is going to be so much better than this, but for the price, you can complain. I think this is under $20. Okay, Pendora Amorist. Okay, that's the first one. You can wear this all year round. Okay, so I guess it's a 12 months fragrance. Okay, let's keep it there. Next one, let's bring back a classic. People always bought this back in the days. I think I'm going to buy a backup bottle of 200 ml because this is very close to my heart. I wore this, and I think this was one of my first videos, on my channel in Malaysia, from Genting. This was, I think, like very affordable. That time I had a 50 ml bottle, then I went through 100 ml, then I have a 200 ml of it. Perfume 360 degree red, very long name. And this one is a legacy of Jeremy. You guys know that I definitely bought this as an alternative to Aqua di Gio. More peppery version, more synthetic, much more affordable, and much more like powerful. This one really, really pierces through, and it's an outdoor fragrance for me. If I wear this in the home, like at home, I just do not go more than one spray. So I think this one, the special memory I would like to share with you, secret, that is the video that I did. It was someone from my past, who recorded this video, and we are not in touch anymore, but she helped me do this video. So definitely, this one is Perfume 360 red, one of the best affordable budget fragrance with really, really still good performance, and it's an American-based company. No issue with reformulation. So the number 11, I'm going to go. This name I always forget. This is a very affordable house. I think $30-$35. Perfume 360 red. This 200 ml. Sorry, the pricing is, I think, as far as my memory serves, $55 for 200 ml. Now, before it used to be 45 bucks. Okay, so very affordable still for so much juice. Next one is from House. I think it's the House. I also forget sometimes. But I will let you know the fragrance name. I'll write down in the description box. But this is called Insurrection 2 Pure Extreme. Okay, I think house name. Why do I always forget it? Because I don't like don't have that many fragrances anyway. So let me see what the house. Hold on. Yeah, the house is called Reyane Tradition. I always forget the house name. Sorry about that. And I really like this line. They have quite a few fragrances from this line. I reviewed, I think, 4 perhaps. one is a pure Havan clone. I think there's a one spice bomb alternative. I don't have that yet, but I did review 3 or 4. Okay, so this one you can say somewhat the DNA of Aventus cologne. It's a very clean DNA. It's like a very clean fragrance, crisp. If you do enjoy the likes of Mercedes-Benz Select or the fragrances like Mont Blanc Explorer, you're gonna like this. This is much more value than Mont Blanc Explorer. Longevity is not that great. I mean, 2 to 3 good hours, but I definitely enjoy. I think it's a great professional scent for the office setup, casual day, or gym. So this one you can definitely try. Insurrection 2 Pure Extreme. This is one of the fantastic fragrances. Nice smelling, inoffensive, a great fragrance for casual days on summer. So number 10, I'm going to go with this fragrance after a long time, Lacoste L'Homme. And I don't know if this is in production still. This is a very old bottle of mine, 150 ml. And when this came out, Lacoste is a house, doesn't get that much like mention anywhere or support anywhere. Even the reviewers are not very keen to review this house. Reason being, maybe Lacoste is not top tier fragrance house, right? But Lacoste does have great t-shirts, clothing line and stuff. And Lacoste, like they do have some decent fragrances. That for me, they are a solid house. But Lacoste L'Homme, what they did with this fragrance, they did introduce Queens, and I think there was a note of, what is the other note? Maybe there are 2 notes. The Queens I remember distinctly. The other one was orange or rhubarb. Yeah, rhubarb. So that too creates sort of a unique fragrance experience. This one reminds me of CK All kind of, but more fruity. And this fragrance can be worn almost all year round, like early days of fall. You can wear it. It's a fruity, sweet, fresh, kind of like a very chill fragrance. Like if you want to wear a t-shirt and polo, jeans and stuff, or sneakers, this is a perfect fragrance. Even for sporty affairs, this is a good fragrance. Lacoste L'Homme, definitely. The price on this, I think, is not now. It's going to be like $40 maybe because the prices have increased, but good fragrance still. And I mentioned the $45 per 150 ml. Okay, if you can get it for that price, good. Next one is an underrated fragrance. I bought this. I didn't have this one on mine. This cost me $40. But when I bought this, I was exploring some of the fragrances. I was doing some testing and reviewing. Suddenly this one came across and I'm like, okay, can I try that? And I did try it and I really like it. It's like a kind of like this kind of fragrance usually are going to be pass or usually like not that great, but I like this. This is Hugo Boss Jeans Man or something. Hugo Boss Jeans or Jeans Man, okay? And this bottle, they have many fragrances. Hugo Just Different, Hugo by Hugo Boss Red, and many others. So this particular one, it features some fresh notes like citrusy notes. They have some juniper berry going on here, and I can detect some sort of minty apple sort of connection. Yeah, it's a nice little freshie, just like the Lacoste L'Homme. If you like that, you're going to like this easily. Very easy to love, and it's great for summer days. It does hang on for 4-5 good hours, 4.5 hours at least. Good fragrance, and price point is very good. Hugo Boss Jeans Man, great fragrance. You can try that for casual days. Next one, definitely one of my favorite fragrances. I mentioned this, how much I loved it, and how much I still love this. This fragrance is a freshie, sweet apple-based perfume, kind of supposedly boozy take, but not really. I don't get much booze from it. This is supposed to be a good alternative to apple brandy on the rocks by Kilian. So this is called Mawj, and I think this is called Appletini. Okay, I forget the name sometimes. Appletini, yeah. So this one I have still decent amount of juice left. Really gorgeous looking presentation, and these are like 35 or 40. I forgot exactly, but around there. So price point is not very expensive. This smells really good, and this is really good value. You get 100 ml. You get really nice apple cider sort of smell. And apple cider, when I say apple cider, doesn't mean apple cider vinegar. The apple cider means the drink, 4 or 5% alcohol in there. So it does have that, nice Summersby, that drink, the brand. It has that feel, and I do miss, when I smell this, I do remember my days in Malaysia. So I used to party a little bit. Yeah, I used to be a bad boy. So I used to have, once in a while, when I go out. So I remember those Summersby days, sometimes, JD and Shiva's, those are my favorite days. But anyway, so this is a great fragrance if you like fruity, sweet, fresh perfume, and has very decent longevity. Next one is perhaps one of the best fragrances in this lot. for freshies. You know, this is the last of the freshies, and I enjoy this. This is so underrated. This one can be had, I think, under $40 and cheaper. Okay, if you buy a tester, this is 24 gold ice. Many of my friends, they know this, especially Carlos. Then he now knows that how much I love this perfume. Brother Carlos Colom, if you are watching, uh, shout out to you. He's one of my best brothers and best friends, and you know, one of my closest brothers in fragrance community. So he knows how much I like this. This one is from the line of 24 Sensory, basically. So this was based on TV series back in the days, 24. I don't think any of you will be knowing that right now, but I never really watched it. Not my favorite. I used to watch other stuff like X-Files, you know, different things at that time, you know. So, but still, this fragrance is very similar to Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for Women, and then Versace Menu Fresh, if you like those, Black Excess by Paco Rabanne, the old formulation, and a little bit, you know, like in somewhere in there, you know. So it does have lemon, it does have blue notes, so very nice, soothing, cool fragrance, and I think this smells really, really gorgeous, you know, very relaxing. It can be unisex. I definitely see that because of light blue or intense or light blue for women connection, but it's a great fragrance. Okay, 24 gold. What did I say? Gold ice. Yeah, so that's the one. So number 6 is semi-fresh. You can say semi-fresh and semi-spicy, masculine barbershop take almost. It's an underrated fragrance. Not many people mentions it, and this fragrance is not superly popular, but this is one of the affordable ones from Versace. This is called Versace Lum. Just like the Lacoste, I put another L'homme there. Reason being, very affordable price point, but this is one of the most challenging fragrance in this list because this one has this nice lemon opening. When you spray this for the first time, you'll have a big smile like, oh wow, it smells like Dior Eau Sauvage. Where's my Eau Sauvage at? I had it somewhere here. I always lose, you know, track where I keep it. So no, I don't have it here. Anyway, Dior Eau Sauvage basically is one of my favorite perfumes. I think I have it, but it's under all the, you know, the wares and all that of the lights and all. Anyway, let me see if I can retreat it. Yeah, come out here. Okay. Yeah, sorry about the wares. It's still about the lights and all. So if you know this DNA, Dior Eau Sauvage, they have very similar. This one, and Armani Eau Pure, they share like even there's another one called 47, no, not 47, Ceruti 1881. If you know that one, the green bottle has this kind of like a fresh citrusy opening, and also I think Boucheron Purom, you know, if you know those, this is pretty close to that, you know. So but this one is different, like this goes in different direction, the Dior, and it's very expensive too. But for the Versace, the dry down goes a little bit animalic, which has this spices and then leather, and it's a very weird combination, I must admit, but if you give it time it will grow on you. Okay, so this is for people over 35, 40, more manly. If you like Ralph Lauren Safari, you will like this. Okay, Versace L'homme, really masculine perfume. So now let's see top 5, and top 5 is all about fragrances. I think a little bit darker, winter they suit better. This is really cheap. This is called Galactic Men Intense. Okay, this fragrance. Okay, I reviewed it not so long ago. This one I think is a Maison Alhambra by Lattafa. Very heavy bottle, by the way. And from the looks of it, from the star, you can tell this is a pure Havane clone. Pure Havane is one of my most favorite perfumes of all time. If I keep it next to this, this is now $250 to $350, and this one costed me $20, I think. Okay, so it's like a no-brainer for the price. But one of the things you must remember, this is not a straight-up dupe of Pure Havane. This one has elements of it. When I smell it, it has some sweet notes, you know, but it doesn't have the depth of Pure Havane. But for the price, you cannot complain. Okay, really good fragrance, and I think if you overspray like 8 to 10 sprays, it will have decent longevity as well. And I'm just still watching like the performance of it. Galactic Men Intense is a really good offering for the budget. Next one I will present to you is perhaps the latest fragrance that I bought. I'll feature it because it's affordable. Asad Bourbon. This is a $30 cologne. Okay, this perfume is not my most favorite from the line, but it's a good fragrance. What I mean by this one, if you saw my review yesterday, I did mention this fragrance as more positive than negative. Okay, it's a safe perfume, and it is not very exact clone of Azaro, the most wanted puffer, but it is in the same family. Okay, it's less sweet, You got the cacao, and someone thanks for correcting that the bourbon doesn't really this is not pointing towards the bourbon as in the booze. It's bourbon vanilla. So it makes so much more sense. Thank you so much, brother, for correcting me and pointing that out. It's a good fragrance. If you like vanilla, cacao, this kind of notes, and then Davana, it's kind of like a nice perfume for winter time and very good for the price. Number 3, I'll go with this. Bringing Back Summer Oud by Ahmed Al Maghribi. This fragrance is for a small bottle is expensive. I don't remember exactly how much the price was, but it was I think a little bit more budget than usual Ahmed Al Maghribi. For a small bottle like this, I think it's a 60 ml. Yeah, 60 ml. I think roughly, if I remember, it was around $45 or something. So it is for $100, like 100 ml, it will be more expensive. But the performance, okay. And this is no summer, okay. This is just the name, but the smell is so. It's like the fruitiness, it's depth of fruitiness, and then the oud mix, okay. It's a spicy little fragrance as well. Very, very beast mode. So just spray once or twice, that's it, you're covered. So Summer Oud is number 3. And number 2 and number 1, I'm going to go. I keep moving it, I'm sorry, because I ran out of space. Number 2 is one of my recent favorites, is Poker Face by this is, I want to say Bogart. It's not Bogart, it's Lapidus, okay. Ted Lapidus. Why is it here? Again, my brother Carlos Colom can tell you better. This one is here for one particular reason. This is a take on La Nuit de l'Homme, which is right up there, the OG. And I was looking at, I was going to sell it, but I'm now contemplating like keeping this one 2019 version, because these ones are so hard to find now. The new formulation of La Nuit de l'Homme costs well over $120. And the older batches, it takes time to get to this juice color. And it's just like La Nuit de l'Homme lovers, okay? It's nothing just like, it is a mesmerizing fragrance, but many people say it's overhyped. I can see that, but the bergamot, chocolate, lavender, cardamom combination is very hard to find a good dupe of that. This one is not a dupe of that. I would not say so, but on dry down, it has a lot of elements common with La Nuit de l'Homme. And I think for the price, this is like $40, okay? For I think in foreign countries, 35 to 40. Our country, $40, $45. This one, in the opening, it's a little bit different. That's the only difference. When I smell this one is kind of like violet leaves, kind of sweet. It's confusing, but as soon as it hits the dry down, it smells pretty close to La Nuit de l'Homme dry down. That's what I love about it. $40, well spent. And number 1, I keep saying how much I like it, how good this is. This is, I think, one of the best purchase for last year. Smells so good. I mean, I think it was Altair's Alternative. This is Liquid Brun, okay, by French Avenue or Fragrance World. I recently got contacted by, I think, the team or something on my email. They wanted to send me a few fragrances. I don't know if it's a legit link, but this house is doing really, really well. I really like their fragrances. They are more expensive, but $40 is not really out of the budget, okay? So if you're seeing the current market price, it is a good fragrance for the price. Really, really good performance. It smells leathery. It smells kind of like a gingery vanilla combination. I get ginger, I don't know what else is in there, but it's a spiced vanilla leather. Maybe there's hint of something gourmand in there. It smells so good. People complimented me on this one. When I wore it, someone said, are you wearing something niche? Like they were guessing maybe something Inicio, but I said no, this is Liquid Brun. They said, oh, okay, not bad at all. So there you go. 13 good fragrances easily for the budget. They're not super cheap. I'm not suggesting $20 or $15 here, because I feel you need to spend a little bit more for a little bit quality. And these are all quality fragrances. Check out my full review on each and you'll see why they're special. Thank you so much for watching. I think I'll just go upload this one lone video, and I think that's it. Hopefully enjoy. And winter is actually slowly going away. Maybe I'll go out for few more outdoor shoots if I can find a good spot. I've been going around, just trying to spend some time on my own a little bit, like it's a different feel. I haven't gone out like so much in last few years, so I'm just doing it for the change. So I'm doing good, and I'm feeling a little bit sad as winter is disappearing, because it's going to be really hot the next year. So prepare for that and be mindful. Okay, take care. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.